Can I do pelvic floor therapy on myself? The answer is of course, but it depends on what you're referring to. The goal in our practice is to show you how to move based on how babies move, because all babies start from being infants, helpless, to running toddlers. No gyms, no weights, no bands, no training, no guidance. We must be automatically programmed to follow those patterns of movement. And so we work on stabilization and balancing of our body, coordination of movement inspired by those baby movements, and then the whole thing is in your hands. So you gotta understand what it is you're trying to do before you are expected to do a good job. If you're referring to pelvic floor therapy by manual internal work going through the vagina and anus, my thought on that is I want to stabilize and strengthen the house that pelvic floor is the floor of. What you're accessing by going through the vagina and or anus is just partial access to the muscles, trying to strengthen or practice contraction of those muscles, and or trying to relax those muscles. But the reality is the question of why did it go weak or why did it go tight is still not answered. If you're associating it with oh well, I gave birth and that's why it's weak, that is the incident that made the area weak, perhaps. But the reality is, why did giving birth do that? Chase the whys to understand what the solution is. Once you know the solution, because you've been to the right clinician to learn how to be, then the rest of the agenda is in your hands. It is your obligation to yourself to make sure that you continue being aware of the things that can tweak things and the actions involuntarily that may actually mess you up. So that's the answer to the question. It was longer than perhaps you were intending it to hear, but the reality is that is a comprehensive answer to the solution of pelvic floor tightness or weakness. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you contact us using one of the methods of contact in the description box, and follow us on social media. Until next time, take care.